So today is our first day here in Edinburgh. Kind of cold, but lovely nonetheless. We're just walking around town, taking in the vibes and getting an idea of what this city is all about. And so far it's great. We're basically window shopping today so we can get the superficial stuff out of the way so that tomorrow and the rest of the days we'll be able to visit the nice stuff, the castles and parks and everything. It seems we've found one of these hidden special places, coffee places, and it's quite something.
That's what I do. I do yoga, I drink tea, and I know things.
Instagram time. What's the name? So that was it for our coffee break. We're probably gonna find some other coffee shops during our stay here, but this one was great. We're in front of the National Portrait Gallery. I guess this is going to be the first museum we're going to visit. Hello. Quite a nice place. So we've been inside for about an hour. It's quite a big place. I've only shown you a glimpse of the art they have, because if you ever come around here, you should see it with your own eyes. All of the portraits, all of the paintings, all of the statues, really impressive. And they have a free entrance, so yeah, you should visit it. Second museum of the day. So that was a nice little museum that celebrates the big names in Scottish literature. And I wasn't allowed to film inside, but I really enjoyed it because I'd like to think of myself as a writer. I have a book published. You can find the link to it in the description if you want to take a look at it. And just as before, free entrance. After this long and cold and tiring day, we deserve this break. Another sunny day in Edinburgh, another Christmas market. This one is on George Street. It's still quite early, so quite empty, but I'm sure later in the day it'll be full around here. Postcard Ninja strikes again. I don't know if you can see this, but it's snowing right now. Museum number 3. The memories. We've just rewatched Beauty and the Beast a couple of days ago. That was interesting. A lot of the old toys, a lot of memories from my childhood years. There was definitely this creepy area, but I think that's mostly because of the times we live in, with all of the movies, with Annabelle and stuff. So I think it's only us that find it creepy. I'm sure back then they were just regular toys, and everybody was excited about them. And we were talking and analyzing the difference between the toys from way back when and the toys we have today. And to me at least, it seems that the toys back then were more like tools for the kid to, create his own story and enhance his or her imagination. Whereas now I think the toys and the games are much more complex. They don't really leave a lot of space for the mind to create. You don't really get much time nowadays to get bored. And I think boredom is essential for creativity. But that's just my opinion. And don't forget, free entrance. Today we're not waiting for luck to strike. We found this coffee place online and we're heading that way because it's also really close to the next museum we're gonna check out. The Museum of Edinburgh. Looks all right. Museums and coffee. Look. Saw these two museums across the street from each other, the Museum of Edinburgh and the People's Story. Both are really nice. We learned a lot. I could only film in the People's Story. They didn't let me film inside the Museum of Edinburgh. They both kind of talk about the history and civilization of Scotland. And now we're off to see the Parliament. I gotta be honest, I wasn't expecting such a modern looking building. With all of these old buildings around, I would have thought that the Parliament has its own, medieval building. But it's a nice building. It's a nice building. She was just pointing at this big hill up ahead. She's excited about our hike, which will take place in a couple of days. We gotta finish seeing all of these free entrance museums. I don't even know what this place is. I wasn't really expecting it. These people have a lot of museums. These people have a lot of culture. And you got a lot of stuff to do around Edinburgh regarding culture. So we're gonna go and visit the gallery inside now. Unfortunately, I'm not allowed to film inside, only in the yard. Again, unfortunately, this one does not have a free entrance, but I'm sure the ticket is worth the price. So this place, the Palace of Holyrood House, is quite a handful. We've been inside for more than 1 hour, but luckily they have these small gadgets with headphones that guide you throughout the building and throughout the history of Scotland and all of the important events and all of the important people. It was really, really interesting and really worth the ticket. We were actually planning to visit this place, the Parliament, which is across the street from the Palace of Holyrood House. But it's been a really long day and we're kind of hungry. So we're gonna find a nice restaurant to eat something and have a hot drink. We got to this Spanish restaurant called Pigs, waiting for our food. Finally, some sun. So we got tickets to see the castle today, but until then, we're checking out this new coffee shop. Well, at least it's new for us. Great coffee, quite a crowded place, but a bit loud, a bit too loud. We couldn't really hear each other talk. But good coffee, great coffee. castle was quite impressive. It talks a lot about Scotland's older history, when the Scots and the English fought for these fortified walls. Apparently, the Scots held the castle for a while, and then the English conquered it, and then the Scots again, and so on. You should check it out. And the views are amazing.
If you guys are ready for that, Scotland, one last time, give me a bit of energy and make some noise. Yeah. Together like this. Everyone, together, as a group. Louder. Stop clapping. I have no idea how to stop juggling. Hey! Yes!
Funny guy. He didn't do any special tricks, but he was funny enough. I didn't have any pounds cash, but I gave him some Romanian money. Last night we spent New Year's Eve, or as they call it, Hogmanay or something like that. I'm not sure how you pronounce it. In the Palace Gardens, there was a concert with this band, The Pulp. You might know a few of their songs. A bunch of fireworks, pretty ones, and we enjoyed it so much. But now we're ready to go on a small hike. I'm not even sure if it's a hike. It might just be like an inclined walk to, what's it called?
Carlton Hill.
Carlton Hill and
Arthur's Seat.
Arthur's Seat. But first, a quick coffee stop. I would say that this place is a lot better for the views. It's not as high as the castle, but I think you can see everything in much more detail. So you can appreciate more the entire city. This is the main reason I don't get a drone. But if any of you want to collaborate, I'm open to suggestions. Now we want to go up there, yeah, to Arthur's Seat. I just hope we'll get there before the sunset.
I think this is in fact an urban train.
I wasn't expecting quite a crowded trail, but it's probably because this is kind of the first day of the year, of course, the first warm day. So everybody's out doing outdoor activities, but do expect a lot of dirt, especially because it rains a lot around here. What'd you do on the first day of the year? Well, I don't know. Got sweaty and muddy. Lucky us. We got here before the sunset. Yep, that was it. We got here. Muddy, windy, but beautiful. Worth the hike. My camera is gonna run out of battery, so that's it. We're almost back in town. It was a sweet little hike. This and the Calton Hill one would sum up to around 7 kilometers according to our GPS watch. So I would just call it a sweet afternoon walk uphill. Finally got to Portobello, which is the suburb area of Edinburgh by the beach, and we were kind of postponing it for the last couple of days because we were waiting for the perfect weather conditions. But I guess we were lucky because today we have these beautiful clouds that just make the whole scenery so much more impressive. Right now we're in Leith, which is this other area of Edinburgh. We took a bus here to see the Royal Yacht Britannia, which is this big boat from what I understand. the tour. I gotta say that when I first saw it, I wasn't really impressed. And I think that's because nowadays ships have evolved so much. It's kind of like when you think of the Titanic, and we all know it, and we think of it as this big ship. But when you see the images online, in comparison to today's big ships, it's kind of tiny. So I think it's kind of the same thing with this royal yacht. But once we were inside, it really felt like it's quite a big place with a lot of floors and a lot of rooms and stuff like that. Our trip is coming to an end. Although we've had cold and fog and rain, it's kind of the charm around these places. But we were also lucky to have a couple of sunny days. So overall, we enjoyed Scotland. I especially liked Portobello Beach, Dean Village, and the Christmas market.
I liked our urban trail to Arthur's Seat, and I liked a lot the indoor activities, the museums.
Yeah, the museums were nice, especially with the free entrance. So it's a great place. You should come and visit. Thank you, Scotland. See ya.